Welcome to the Shut the Funk Up podcast.
That's a top soup.
I am the well-fed boy, and as always, I am delighted to be joined by
Jaylit the Kid. What it do?
We're talking soups.
It's soup season, right?
It's soup season. The Wax Museum's got a slow cooker,
a bubbling cauldron.
Yup, I got soups going. We're talking soups.
What kind do you have? Ladies and gentlemen, he said it in a way. He just dropped it in my lap as if it was, every Tuesday. I make the
zuppa Toscana.
Yeah, I've never even heard that term in my life.
It's like it's like a Tuscany, because I know that it's got like many different. It's got many different ways you'll see it on a menu. Like sometimes it says zuppa, or it says like a Tuscany, like Italian soup. That's the same thing. Yeah.
And is this a soup you've made before?
Yeah, I made this before. This is my second soup of the season.
What was the first one?
I did a ham bone like 2 weeks ago.
That was just practice for New Year's, right?
That one was mom won a ham at bingo.
Really? that's what started the whole soup season.
It was like a 10 or 12 pounder. It was a ginormous ham, and she's like, "Alex, I won this ham at fucking bingo, and it's just way too big, and we don't just make hams around here for me and your father." She's like,
I have
"Do
questions.
you want this?" And I was like, that was like gold to me.
Was that the only prize when she won specifically, or was it cash and ham, or just a ham?
They always get because she's done this before, like where she's like, "Yo, Alex, I got a prime rib. Do you want it? Like I want a bingo." Like or like a pork loin. Oh, they hand out pork loins like it's nothing over there. They've got some type of like
you
plug.
go to the local VFW and you play bingo and they're just handing out pork loins.
Yeah. The Legion 137 has a meat plug. I don't know what's going on.
Is that the one by my old house?
Yes.
Right there.
Wait. You're
on 84.
No. The one she goes to is over by your new house, right when you go over 95, like right there to the right, like kind of like under 95. That one next to to the seedy Stop and Shop.
Yep.
That one. That's the meat plug. If you ever want to stop by on the way home.
So next question. It's a ham is different because it's cooked, but let's just go back. Let's go back to the
I had to cook the ham first, for like 3 hours, and then I threw it in the fucking.
So it's raw, but it's not frozen when you're getting this hunk of meat.
No.
So you have she's getting this the night before. It's in the fridge, and it's like next morning. Hey, do you want this?
Yeah.
And then also, not only do you want this, but did you buy food for the week because you need to cook this tonight?
Dude, and not only that, I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take it. And my dad always, my mom's always giving away food. I don't know, did your mom ever do that at the house? My mom's always giving away food. Like, if you could be like, "Oh, are those chips new?" And she'd be like, "You want them?" She'll just, "Here, take
like an unopened bag."
Yeah. And my dad's in the living room going like, whoa, hey, Mary, what the hell are you doing? You're giving away my food.
I think there's the Jewish side of you're here, you look hungry. Let me just pull something out and warm it up. But not hey, take this doggy bag of leftover hot dogs with you. What she's doing?
If I wanted to, I could open up that fridge and take the half a gallon, the thirds used vinaigrette. My mom would be like, "Yeah, take it. I'll get it. Dude, take it.
But here's the test though. You're her son.
Yeah.
Now, can I go over there and be like, "Hey, Mare, can I get the back half of this gal of milk?"
Maybe not that, but if you walk by and see some peanut butter cookies and just inquire and say, where are these from? She'll like, "Hey, you want some?" She'll
that.
She'll hit you with that. Some cookies on the counter stuff.
Saint Mary she's doing the Lord's work.
So,
really?
So as I'm my dad could hear what's going on. This is Taylor's oldest time.
He's already planning ham for the night.
So he's in the other room. He's like, whoa, yo, don't give away that whole ham. And she's like, "Chris, I won one on Tuesday. There's two. We have two of them. Let him. He can have the bigger one."
She had a separate ham?
She had two, dog.
Saint Mary had a side ham?
Bro, dude, she got a side piece. Side pig.
I love that, and she just kept the smaller, daintier one.
She's like, I got an 8-pounder in the back fridge. You can take this one.
Well,
that's how that whole thing. That's how that went down.
What a start! An electric start to soup season.
So, episode 159. How's everybody doing out there?
I think also, though, just like to kind of put a bow on soup season, like we live in South Florida. We live in soup. So I think that's why I've always never been like a soup maker.
Yes.
And I think the one I even did make was like in Jack's. I think where it's a little colder.
I don't ever eat. I mean, I don't ever eat soup because it's always hot down here. So when even remotely when a cold front comes through, I'm like, I can finally have a soup. And there's nowhere you can't go anywhere to get good soup around here because it's South Florida. So you got to make your own.
The only soup you're getting around here is Southport. You're getting a good chowder, or a lobster or a crab bisque.
That's the funny thing about because I have a few different soups up my in my repertoire.
Up your sleeve?
Yeah, but I don't. But my favorite soups are all chowders. Like my favorite, conch chowder, clam chowder. Give me a fucking corn chowder.
You're a corn festival kind of guy.
Yeah, I love all the chowders, but I've never made a chowder. Those scare me for some reason.
Is it just like the milk or like the cream? Is it the dairy of it?
I don't know. No, I think it's the word chowder.
I think, and I'd like for you to make this announcement right now.
Yeah.
That you will be doing your next soup will be a chowder. You're gonna do it. You're gonna try it. We're gonna get into that later in the episode.
Okay.
2025's coming up, but let's just say maybe Alex in 2025 will try a soup he's never a chowder he's never made before. I'm
gonna try a chowder.
Good for you.
I'm gonna try a chowder. Yep. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for doing that for me.
And thank you, Mary.
Yo, she got the meat. That one right next to you got the meat plug, dude. Let's get how was the Thanksgiving, brother?
Woo! What a day.
I
mean, we're getting to TT a little bit later. So
okay,
we'll say TT went great in the morning. Mm-hmm. Went immediately over to the in-laws.
Yeah, you had duties.
And got the pig on right away.
Mm-hmm.
Cody's family was in. Pig is normally reserved for Noche Buena.
I met Cody's fam. I saw him. Did you hear? Ran into him over the weekend at Sish Trunk Marketplace.
Oh?
Popped in there, Cat and Code and
the fam?
And the fam. They had the big long table, about 15 of them. Met them all. What's up?
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
But they were in town, and they don't get to see the culture and feel the vibes, and
Did they get in there?
So we said, fuck it. We put a pig up for that, and just came out awesome.
How was Cody's famous? Was it like the chocolate cake? What is it again?
Pecan pie.
Yeah, that shit's fire. Did he make you a separate one as he always does?
He came over. I think night before.
Dropped it off.
Thanksgiving Eve.
That's awesome.
And said, here you go. And I said,
the pie plug is key, dude.
See, you got meat. Mary got the meat.
You got
And that's I along with soups in the same vein. I've never really made pies, and I have a pie guy, and I feel no need. I've been snacking on it all week.
That pie is fire. I remember hearing about it for years and then finally getting my paws on it, and I don't even do that pecan shit.
Me either.
But in there we do.
One hundo.
And there we
it's made me rethink my entire pecan position.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Also, your boy was called up to the big leagues finally.
Whoa. You said at the adult table?
Not only that. Not only did I get a seat at the adult table, I feel like this is why. And I've been trying to, as I'm joining, this giant family get-together, there's been pretty pre-established dishes that are made by very specific family members, well entrenched for a while.
Right, that makes sense.
Now, I've been trying to get in on this yam and mallow
That is
sweet potato cast dish. I've been trying to get in on that.
That thing is
for a cool half decade.
That thing is never on our fucking table.
A cool half decade, your boy has been trying to get in on this.
So who had to give it up?
Well, there was a shake-up. There was some medical stuff.
Was there a yam off?
There was a medical stuff going on over here.
Okay.
So like, I don't really have the time to make this. Just letting you, Norma, know so that you can reassign.
Damn, and she called the bullpen.
She called the bullpen, knowing that I've been chomping at the bit for this for a long time.
How'd you do?
I said going in that I want everyone to say Tia who and really try to like cause some real internal friction with the family.
I like it. Fuck it.
I got a resounding approval.
Wow.
Now,
so you kind of mouthed off and you backed it up? Dude, you got a little John Rocker in you.
Now you get where I'm coming from.
You got a little mouth.
I'm very interested to see what happens next year because I don't know if like I was anointed the king. I felt like a crown was placed upon my head.
Now you know you get to do next year, which is going to be great because you got to really time it when you do it. As soon as next year, as soon when someone says something like she's going to make hers. As soon as someone says
she didn't make one at all this year,
but she's I got next
full
year. They're
unfettered access.
She's going to be Clayton Kershaw. She's going to get Tommy John. She's going to be back. And
real regular season guy.
And when someone said, "Oh, the yams," but you get to go like from across the table, better than mine. Now you get to do that every year. Better than mine. And then
I thought where you were gonna go with that was I get to, when Norma approaches me and I'm picturing her being there and saying like, "Hey, are you gonna do your yams again?" Ooh. I get to, as the gentleman and just to score additional points, I get to say I put my hand right on her back and I go, you know what? This is your dish. You go ahead and you make it. Knowing that they liked mine more and will let me know after the fact. And I get the points with her.
Yep.
And I get the secret points with all the cousins coming over.
Yep.
The primos and the primas.
Yeah. Yep. I like the silent play there.
But yeah, it went over very well. Nice. I went yams, pecans, and mallows.
Jesus.
Yo, if I make you a separate little tin, if I receive my side pie, what if I make you a little side cast just because
Are you my yam plug? I've never had, dude. I've never even had them. Those things I've never even seen them. I've seen them only in movies.
Yo,
that's it. And
ladies and gentlemen, mark it right here.
Hell yeah.
Next year, you're getting a side cast, and it's only for you.
Do yams, is that a Christmas thing? Is that strictly Thanksgiving?
Well, I'm new to the Christmas game, so I don't know if yams or even, like, if we make them again.
Like, do you guys, like, ever...
Nah.
Yeah, does anyone
Christmas
make them...
is, like, distinctly and aggressively Hispanic.
Okay.
Like, I think a ham will show up.
Okay.
But the ham, like the 20-pound ham... is an appetizer.
Gotcha.
We're going lechon, rice, beans, yuca, maduros, moro, all the good shit.
I would love to do that.
Yo.
Yeah.
Trana?
I would love to do that. Fucking
Christmas Eve, holler at your boy.
Because it's like back-to-back same meals for me. It's like, all right, we're doing the, someone's gonna make, we got mashed potatoes. It's like back-to-back meals for me.
Holler at your boy. You know where I'll be.
I like that. Let's get into the episode.
Yeah.
Real quickly, of my Thanksgiving. I don't know if I told you this or if I said on the pod, but I'm always in charge of the deep fried bird.
Yes.
This year, my mom, for some god awful reason, bought an air fryer turkey thing.
You know what? Thank you for not allowing us to not talk about this.
Dude.
Thank you, because we were almost on to Easy Mo B.
Yes.
And I'm so glad you brought this up. Explain what happened here.
So first of all, I have to say, my mom bought it last year, and I was like, you better get that thing out of my fucking face.
This is an air fryer specifically for a turkey?
It's only for a turkey. It's like,
a one time per year air fryer for the turkey on Thanksgiving.
Yes. Yeah. So she bought it last year, and she was like, "Oh, we're like this year we're gonna try it out." And I was like, "Absolutely not! Like, you should just take that back right now. Like, we're not using that." And then so this year comes along, my mom's like, or no, my dad calls me, and he's like, "Hey, Mom's really riding me over here about this turkey air fryer business." He's like, "I need you to take one for the team this year." He's like, "You got to use it this year." He's like, "Let her get it out of her system. She's all she's talking about. She's pissed. She spent a lot of money on it, and she says she wants to try it." And I was like,
I'm wincing in my seat over here.
I was just like, "Wow, is this really for real, Dad? Do you want this?" He's like, "No." He's like, I just want to end." He's like, "It's going to continue every single year." He goes,
a true married man.
She wants to make three. She wants to make three birds. She wants to do an oven bird, your bird, and then the air fryer bird.
That was my question, and I'm glad I think you answered it right there. That wasn't the only turkey on the table.
No.
Okay,
God, no.
See, that's how it was interpreted in the group chat, by the way.
Oh.
That there was only one bird, which I should have known better. A family of absolute units would absolutely make more. But I was figuring that was the only bird.
No, God, no. So, and then and my sister wasn't, she didn't have Thanksgiving with us. She went with the in-laws this year. So we were already down a few mouths now. And I was like, okay, that's just too much meat. Like, I'll do the fucking air fryer bird. But, hey. May or may not have sabotaged it on purpose.
I mean, I can't let you slide on that either.
Absolutely sabotaged it.
So is that just like, she's like, okay, 350, 4 hours, and you put it at just like 180.
I wouldn't. I cooked it all the way through, but I did half the seasoning I would normally do and half the butter I would normally inject, just to make sure we don't bring this bad boy back.
What an absolute just superhero movie villain move.
Dude, everyone's just sitting around there just like, yeah, I'm liking it. And I'm like, yeah, you damn right you don't.
But that's where you inject, if you will, a couple comments along the lines of, it just like couldn't hold temperature, with that door on it and everything. It's the air fryer. And you really, really hamper and dig into the fact that it was the air fryer specifically and not the under seasoning.
Yeah, that thing will be on offer up next month.
Love that.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay, that changes the entire story from absolutely devastating to hilarious because I was under the impression like, it only cooked the outer 2 inches of the bird. You are all distraught at Thanksgiving and like everything is
No, it got cooked all the way through. It was just stupid and weird, and it doesn't get the proper coat anyway. Like it doesn't have like the oil hitting the skin. But you know what? Your father, who made you, called you, and he asked for you to step up, not for you, not for him, no,
for the family.
Yeah,
and you did that,
and I did. I sabotaged for the family.
Mafia move.
No one knows I did that.
No one will know. No one will know now. Love that.
All right, let's get into the episode. Talk to me about some Easy Mo B, bro. Did you listen to the songs that I put on there?
Yes,
bro. Banger after banger after banger. When I was making the playlist, I was just like head knocking, bro.
This is the type where it's like
I put so many on there. I was just like,
it's got to be the longest. It's the longest playlist that you've put for a Peacock in 50 episodes minimum, if not the most all time.
And besides like the Biggie tracks on there, every single track is from a different artist. I was like, dude, I was just having so much fun putting together that playlist.
Yeah, it was one. I'm just trying to look here.
Like Daz Effects on there. I think I put some Goody Mob on there
12,
for
13,
you.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22 songs.
Yeah, see, wow.
You're normally 8 to 11.
Yeah.
Dude,
I just kept.
So that's a testament to. I mean, yeah. There's just
that one. Yeah, those are bangers. But yeah,
I mean the Craig Mack. Just go do it.
Yeah.
Easy Mo B. It's great. You got to have it. Another kind of unsung hero who it's like, look, 80% of you like music people out there, you're not even looking up like who's doing the production on this Biggie track from 1993.
Yeah.
And you can continue going through life as you are, but just know that behind the scenes, Easy Mo B is providing you with the fire that you need to be sustained with, that he is just kind of back there doing what he's got to do. Now, the other 20%, thank you for your service of looking it up, as you are the 20% and I'm the 80%.
Right.
So I will, do a tip of the cap more, and I will try to educate myself more often on, these types of unsung heroes in the music biz. But that's why we're doing it.
That's why we do this. That's why he's a peacock.
100%.
I highly, highly recommend to anybody that if you like old 90s hip hop, or if you want that the original sound hip hop, that New York hip hop sound made on the MPCs, the old school way, sampled out, go to the Peacocks and Music playlist, and check out the songs I put on there, because that one is a quick schooling in Easy Mo B.
Yeah. Great job.
Let's get into this week's ear candy, because they both are really good.
Did you like it or not?
I loved it. Yours? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I loved it.
Okay, because I came in and we were having a very brief discussion on that, and it was like I sent you, first off, ladies and gentlemen, I sent him this song via text, I think earlier this week, actually, or maybe last week. And I got sometimes, and look, there's always a myriad of responses, and they could come immediately, or you could get them 3 days later with no context.
The last one, when I was editing the podcast, I immediately texted you. I was like, "Yo, sick ass fucking." Both of them were bangers. The Penelope Road I've been playing, I love it.
Right?
Yes. So
from Atlanta.
I texted you while editing, and that was
the Penelope Road. I saw them doing a cover of I think it was "I Can't Go For That" on Instagram, just a cappella, and I was like, who the fuck are these white boys with these absolute fucking pipes? And I sent it to Ellie. And she was like, "Oh, that's awesome." And then we looked at Spotify, and they're from Atlanta, just kind of starting out. And that song, "Tired of Love," was their most recent drop. After all they have is an LP besides that.
Gotcha.
So I'm hoping their stuff turns out great. But that song I've been playing nonstop.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Love that.
But
so you actually like this one?
Yeah.
Because I got no response.
That's what I'll be honest with you, and I'll let I'll let everyone else know too. Jordan didn't like the new Kendrick album that dropped. It's a brilliant album. It's amazing.
We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it a little bit later.
And so when he when I was he was like, "Yo, I don't like this Kendrick," and we kind of beefed back and forth over text. That
I'd like to clarify a few of those statements, Your Honor. We'll talk about it.
The taste, I still had that bad taste in my mouth from our conversation. So when you sent me the Corday, I was like, "This man don't even talk." I don't know if you know why this man even listens to music anymore. He don't know what he's doing. Ew, I'm not even listening to this whole shit.
But then you listen to it and you're like, it's fire.
I was like, and then the first 3 seconds, I was like, oh, ooh.
The beat is
the first 3 seconds, I was like, okay.
Corday quietly dropped his album in the last week or so.
Yeah.
He's always been, honestly, I know we talked about the list of who still gives you hope in the young generation. He to me has been such an interesting individual, because he's clearly very intelligent. You can tell he didn't he came from the hood, but he wasn't doing the hood activities that 90% of the people that rap today are talking about,
right.
Just basically being the Nino Brown drug dealer of the local area or whatever. His shit's elevated. It's smart. It's really good. He pays homage to a lot of people that matter in the industry. He's always just been one of those young guys that I'm he's really good with his shit. And on top of that, he's gotten better at production, and he surrounds himself with people like Anderson .Paak and Lil Wayne, who's got multiple songs with him. And I'll send you another song of his. And I think with Lil Wayne, and it's fire.
He fucks with Drake too. I've seen him a lot. Like fuck with Drake a lot. I think they're like boys.
Drake, but also he's with Lil Wayne a lot and Anderson .Paak, like I said.
Oh, really?
Like they do a lot of stuff together.
All right, introduce the song.
It's called Back on the Road, featuring Lil Wayne, and this is off the new album.
Listen, I'm back on the road again, been popping them Zans, and shit just might be my demise. Too many ops out here that's posing as friends, these niggas gon' wear a disguise. Why you betray my trust? I thought it was love, but the shit doesn't come by surprise. Nothing is real as the same when you trace your drink, dog, you just gotta open your eyes. This world is a motherfucker, filled with all type of blood suckers. Put the shit on my blood, brother, ain't no worse feeling when you tryna run up a million, but they don't got no love for you. Where the love go? When I showed them the utmost, man, this shit is so cutthroat. That was my mistake, boy, I won't make that shit again. Never let niggas up close, so fuck and fuck his mama too. This dedication, boy, I want the drama too, and I ain't gangsta.
Fire.
Yeah. Album's pretty good. Couple other good songs on there, but like, he's just one of those guys where I will always give it its opportunity, and he is. Honestly, his first album. Have you ever heard his first album?
Yes. Oh yeah.
His first album's amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was honestly, I remember listening to it thinking like, yo, this is kind of like some through the wire like Kanye West shit.
Right. Mm-hmm.
The first album. And I was very impressed with it. The second one, but this one, Corday, yo. Love it.
That one's fire. That was good. Mine is I had originally had another one, but I couldn't find it. You know, as everyone knows, the struggles of trying to find these songs on YouTube. So I added another one, and it's I don't even.
How do you say it?
I'm gonna guess that it's French, so I'm gonna say Moije.
Moije.
MOI space JE.
All of our French listeners out there, tell us.
Yeah.
How'd we do?
And the song is called Cachet.
I already hear this at your fucking playlist. Or, like at your set at Invasive Species.
Absolutely.
There's like 4 things right there where it just goes down the Benson checklist for approval. Like synth, background, whatever, clapper, whatever you want to fucking call it. Like that, throw that in there. Okay. The ladies and gentlemen who heard this song just now, this is me, an old grizzled detective, showing up to a murder scene, and I go inside and I like put my glove on and like touch the ground and like put my fingers together and I go, oh yeah, this has got Benson the Killer's fingerprints all over it.
Yeah, and the whole song, it just keeps going. Like I can't play all of it because it won't take too long, but it just keeps building and going until you're just like, okay, we're on the dance floor. This is stupid.
Yeah, I'm going down the checklist of like the things that I know just interest you.
Yeah.
And I'm just checking things off as they happen.
I love those.
And that will, till you are put into a coffin, you will always gravitate towards that. I just
always
sound.
love those songs, those disco, like electro, like funky type of songs that like they just keep building. Like it just starts like they always start with just like boom, tap, boom, and then the bass comes on in the next bar, and then the next bar there's the synth, and like each bar by bar, it just keeps adding another instrument. I just love like the building of the
that
song
layered sound
until you get to the part where like then the lyrics come in, and then like all right, here's the song. Now we just jet it off.
Yeah, but it's it's so interesting too because it's like if you think about it in the way that they build it, and you know, because I said this, you just go ahead and insert this right into one of your playlists that you're playing, like when you're DJing for like to get people on the dance floor. That is the perfect like we're gonna start with this, build to this.
Yeah.
At this point, you're gonna be tapping the toes, and when this one hits, you're coming out.
Yeah, it's such a good, and the whole album there's a whole album and there's like 3 or 4 other ones that are just like that on there. It's really good.
Moije.
That's what I'm going with. Moije.
That's just our Emily in Paris moment right there. Yep. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Jordan, what did you learn this week?
What I learned this week is do not judge a book by its cover. Jordan was wrong, and the album is fire.
Holy shit. Oh my God. Thank you. Are you being for real?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because man, I was mad.
I want you to. So we're talking about the new Kendrick
my text
album.
messages back and were like,
you went judgmental very quickly.
Because I was like, what?
To clarify, and this isn't verbatim, but to summarize what I said, just listen to the first half. This is me typing right now, and while you're visualizing it in your head, and you're seeing it like type on the screen, and you're in your bed at your house, because we're just like teenage girls. And I said, just listen to the first half of the Kendrick album, and honestly,
Yeah, which was crazy because the first half's the better half.
I don't know.
The first half, I have more songs added to my playlist than the second half. Because when you said that, I went to my playlist. I went to the album because the album always shows you, it has a green check mark of like, which ones you added. And because I was like, well, let me see what I liked. Because I remember I added like a good number of songs because I loved that album. And then I was like, I have more green check marks in the first half of this album.
Honestly, I think I'm kind of the opposite.
Wow.
I like the second half more, clearly.
Yeah.
And not that I didn't like the first half, but it's interesting that I even popped off and said that at that point because, and it's just like a lot of what I think are just like concept albums. Like you have to go through the whole thing to like understand the whole story and kind of where he's going with it. And I will say, I think he got back to, because I didn't like love his last album, last couple albums, like where Good Kid, Mad City is one of my favorite.
Damn was just okay.
Yeah, like it was big commercially, but it wasn't.
Dre song on it, which was sick. Be
and
humble and shit. Which is great. But I didn't think Damn was that good. Obviously, Good Kid, Mad City was amazing.
That's always been my favorite, and the
and then I forget what
the album where they're at the White House. The next one, whatever that one is.
Isn't that Good Kid, Mad City?
No, that's the one after. I don't know why we're fucking.
Yeah.
I'm literally looking it up right here. No, the first album was Good Kid, Mad City, and it had like the Suburban on the front.
What's
To Pimp a Butterfly was the one. Yeah.
There you go.
Now with that one,
we're
and
talking
then
about Kendrick Lamar too. I don't know if we mentioned that. Okay, yeah.
The untitled, unmastered one after that. So those first three before Damn.
Oh yeah, the untitled. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one was just
But those first two, I felt like he was telling a story. He was weaving a bunch of stuff in and out, and he had like a lot of different like production range, and it was interesting to see how he's matured, and kind of gone from this Not Like Us, but like built off of that, and just kind of seeing like
very introspective at a lot of moments. Like,
yeah,
he's talking. A lot of the songs are him talking about himself. He's not talking about anybody else except for himself.
And just like the Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, like it was good, but I felt like he was doing like, I'm gonna dip my toe into like different political thoughts and like and take stuff on and like give my spin on it, which it's like, okay, I get it, but like I felt like he recentered his chi with this album.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
And I'm back in on it. And the funny thing is after we texted, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go take the dog for a long walk.
Right.
And I put in the headphones and I said, I'm gonna go front to back right now, because I should give this the full listening in one sitting that it deserves.
Right. Yes.
Because I did the same thing with the Corday, which ended up coming a couple days later. But at that point, I listened through it, and there was a lot of good shit on there.
Yeah.
So it's a good album.
Yeah. That's a good one.
So that's what I learned this week. I was wrong.
That's okay.
But you don't judge a book by its cover.
Nope.
And you know what? I'll say, even after I listened to it the first time, I've listened to it a couple times in full since then, and it's a fine wine. It gets better with age.
Well, in Kendrick's, his song and his stuff is always like that. Every time you listen to it, it's like you hear. It's like when they say like, "Oh, every time I watch that movie, I see something different." It's same thing with his songs. Every time you listen to it, you're like, "Oh,
yep,
damn, he did that."
Another double entendre or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So it's one of those things that it's just I've been listening to it more and more.
Yeah.
Alex, what did you learn this week?
I learned a couple things. I learned 2 fun facts. Do you want the first fact is about cowboy stuff. The second fact is about baseball stuff. Which one do you want first?
Cowboys.
So, do you want the origin of taking a shot? Taking a shot of whiskey. With the origins of where that came from. Do you know?
Of just taking a shot,
like the calling it like taking a shot.
Okay, we're talking Cowboys, right?
Talking Cowboys.
I'm going to say that after you had to shoot your first either like pesky wolf or like the first time you had to put a horse down or something, you take the bullet that then killed the animal, you would drop it, because bullets were hard to come by, in the glass, and you would take the shot, and that's when you became a man.
Wow. Okay, that was really funny, and also you you were sniffing there. So the shot of whiskey was back in the cowboy days when the cowboy would go into the saloon. If he didn't have any money, because bullets, were of a tremendous value, they could take a bullet out of their revolver and give that to the bartender, and that would get them just a little shot of whiskey, and that would give them a little bit of whiskey, and then it turned into calling it a shot of whiskey.
Love that.
Yeah. The other thing is, during a preseason game with the New York Yankees, with Lou Gehrig and Babe Ruth and Roger Maris and that era, 1937 or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. During preseason, they were playing their AA affiliate, the Chattanooga Lookouts, which is still a team.
Have been to multiple Lookout games.
Yes. They played the Chattanooga Lookouts in
Chattown. Shout out.
Yes, that's where Cornbread Fest is at.
Really?
Yeah. See you in April, Chattown. See you in April this year. I'm not going to miss it.
He said that with some conviction,
oh
ladies
my
and
God.
gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm pissed. But so while they were playing, the Chattanooga Lookouts had a woman on the team, and not only did they have a woman on the team, she pitched, and she pitched against the Yankees that day, and she struck out back-to-back Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig.
Really?
Yeah. Her name was Jackie Mitchell.
Jackie Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
Just the high cheese.
Yep.
What got him?
Out. Well, that's
crazy.
Yeah, the story was
Is this when we're old, you look bloated and you looks like there's no way you played baseball, Babe Ruth, or is this
No. This is because they struck out Lou Gehrig too, and Lou Gehrig, remember he had the ALS, and he retired in the middle of being an absolute boss when he was forced to retire.
Oh, okay.
So
I don't know shit about the Yankees and fuck them anyways.
Yeah, so I'm assuming it's definitely when the Babe was the Babe. Yeah, struck them both out.
She hung her hat on that for the rest of her life.
Yeah, apparently she had
and then she would tell men that at the bar, and none of them would believe her.
Apparently, because I read it, and then I saw these historian guys talking about it, and they really delved deep into
reached out to Buster Olney.
Yeah, newspaper articles, and they were saying how she had just this absolutely devastating curveball, just
how fast are we talking? You think?
Can't be that fast.
70s?
Yeah, probably, maybe. Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
she's throwing 70.
Apparently, she's throwing
74.
Apparently, she just had a dirty drop ball. That's what they kept calling it, a drop ball.
A drop ball.
Yeah, because back then they don't think they even called it curveballs yet. They were just see that drop ball by that woman, by that damn, by that dame.
She told men that for the rest of her life, and not a single one believed her.
No one, yeah, definitely not. No, I did. Hi. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Grandma.
Okay, Jackie Robinson. Just ripping on her. Old Jackie Robinson over here.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Yeah. That's what I learned this week. Shot of whiskey and Jackie Mitchell.
Mm-hmm. Jackie Mitchell, you deserve a shot.
Yes.
Let's talk about it now.
Let's talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Turkey trot.
Good God. I'm never doing it again.
Never?
Dude, I have so many complaints.
What do you got?
Starting with
the fact that you were late.
I was late. That fucked up the
Traffic.
whole entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
Literally walked up and had to go to the back of the line, which was just atrocious all the way back there. As
a lot of people there.
Like what?
A lot of people there.
A lot of people there. As like the gun go, I couldn't even hear the gun go off. I was just like, oh, people are moving.
There was no gun.
Yeah, and so that ruined that ruined everything because I was already in the back. As everyone, when you do these, you gotta like get up in the pack and not be with the stragglers. But it didn't really matter with this one because there's one lane open. That was crazy to me.
Alex is upset with the logistics.
Yes, like I don't know, like there's cars flying by. Everyone's jam packed into one car lane, so you're basically running, but like doing football moves in and out of, trying to weave in and out of people. And I was like, this is ridiculous.
Alex doesn't like his 5Ks too populated.
I'm not running a 5K. I'm running an 8K by the end of this because I'm zigzagging across the board.
I like that all of our like marathon Scott out there is his eyes have rolled out of his head. Man, you shouldn't. I don't want you to see how many people do the New York Marathon because I've got news for you.
But I got news for you too. They shut down all the lanes, brother. Okay. When I did the one back in March, dog, I was running over the whole entire bridge in downtown Fort Lauderdale.
Daddy needed a little room to spread out.
Dude, Daddy needed some room. I was just like on top of everyone. I was just like, okay, we're done here.
I had texted you. You said traffic. I told you rookie as I'm stretching out, getting ready. And so I'd already started and the phone just went silent. And I didn't hear anything from
driving.
you. So I didn't know where you were, if you were even coming, until I get a text from my wife, and you are walking it in the back with her.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We tried, and then we were just like, all right, fuck this. I'm like, and when your wife found us, she found us walking up on the sidewalk because I couldn't even walk in the one lane. When I stopped running, I was just like, all right, now I gotta walk because like there's just I'm gonna go on the sidewalk now because there's no one over there. And like your wife was like, "Ow, hey," and I was like, "You had to cross the lane to come back to her." I was just like, "I can't believe this is what they do here. This is insane." I was like, "They need to move this like somewhere where like we can open up another lane."
This is the typical Benson move here, where haven't done something before, gonna come in and immediately pick apart all the things that are wrong with it, so that you don't have to address the real elephant in the room is that you were supposed to meet me at the starting line, and we were supposed to have a clash of the Titans.
I would fully.
I don't think you were ever really ready to.
Dude, come to the Mercedes-Benz 5K next March. Come with me. Come sign up. All the lanes are open. It's a real fun time. I might have to. That one I had I think I did in it was under 50 minutes. It was like 47 or 40 or something like that.
I might have to I might leave my wife at home with a newborn and an other child under 2 years old just to come duel you on a Saturday. Is it a Saturday?
No.
Or is this like a Wednesday after work?
A Wednesday. But we're corporate sponsors, so I might be able to get a +1. So you don't have to pay the fee.
Okay, talk to me.
Yeah. But yeah, like honestly the only thing was just the one lane. I was like, this is crazy, and then there's just cars driving by, so I was just like, this is almost like kind of not even safe right now.
No,
people with strollers too. Oh dude, don't even get me started on the strollers, brother. Strollers should not be allowed.
You were at the back. There's no strollers at the front.
Right, but there. That's where I was. That's problem. Yeah, but hey. Corporate 5K, Mercedes Corporate 5K in March.
It's no strollers.
No strollers.
I'm just saying, I
wasn't ready for it. I was just like, this is what Jordan's been doing this whole time.
I knew you weren't ready.
I wasn't ready.
You
were brined and primed.
I might have to say that might have been my last turkey trot.
But just too much going. You have too much going on.
You see, I think
2 kids, because that was the other thing too that was crazy. You had to just go straight out to pig stuff.
immediately.
Yeah, because that thing had to get on.
Yeah. So, and that's what I told wifey later. I was like, yo, with 2 kids next year, like, we ain't doing that and then doing all this. Like, it's just too much. You know what I mean? And so I don't know if, but she was like, oh, no, we could do it and, like, just walk it or do something like that. But I was like, I don't know if we need to be doing that next year.
Yeah.
We might, I'm not going to say for life.
What was your time again? Do you remember?
So the goal is, the goal is each year, try to at least beat your time from last year.
Okay.
You're a year older.
Did you?
A year fatter, right? And if you can, turn back father time and beat the 5K from the year before, that's at least a good thing.
Right.
I beat my time last year by 12 seconds.
Well, sorry. All right, word. What was your time?
It was, 40. It was 40 minutes and 5 seconds.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's great.
I was going for sub 13. I just barely got there.
Yeah,
so it was good.
That's like
it was 12
7-minute miles or something,
it's 12:55 a mile,
or it's sub 15 a mile. Yeah, that's it. 7-minute miles, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it was like the fastest one I'd run in like 3 years.
Nice.
So
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yep. Turkey trot failure.
Absolute failure.
Failure. I'm so mad driving in traffic. Just like.
Apparently there was some like lane closures and stuff, which like.
And then.
But yeah, we should have prepped you for that.
Had to go to the top of the garage. Was that then leaving? That was the whole. I was just like, get me out of here.
Love that. That's what you get. That's what you get.
Okay. I wanted to talk about the Drake suing thing real quick because I wanted to clear things up.
I don't know enough about it. Teach me.
So Drake sued UMG, Universal Music Group, which is his label, and also has the same label that Kendrick's on too. And he sued them because basically he's suing them for 2 things. One, illegally basically making it cheaper for Spotify, because Spotify has to pay. They have to pay
per stream or whatever.
Yeah. They have to pay UMG, per song. And apparently UMG went to. He's saying allegedly that UMG went to Spotify and was just like, yo, that number that have to pay us, cut it in half. You don't have to pay, so you can play not like us even more. It won't cost you as many, to promote it, because basically when you do that, then they promote it more. That was the other thing he said, that Spotify with that and UMG backing it silently saying, yo, promote this song more.
But so cut Drake's money in half as far as how much it cost, or Kendrick's?
Well, cut Universal's. Kendrick doesn't get it. I mean, Kendrick gets a percentage, but the real money is Universal gets that. Yeah.
But to cut Kendrick's price down so they would play it more.
Yes.
Not Drake's.
Right. Not Drake's song. Yeah. Okay, so that was why he's suing them, and everyone was like, the reason why I brought it up is because I saw everybody just basically like, oh, Kendrick or Drake, God, you like took the L, just be quiet, go away. Like, why do you keep doing this and relitigating and doing all this stuff? He's not
also
doing that.
Also a fair point.
Yes, but he's not doing that actually. Because in the beginning I was like, God, this guy just can't take an L. But then I read into it because I wanted to know everything about the lawsuit, and the article that I read that actually explained it from this music lawyer. He's a music lawyer. He's like, this is all about Drake. He just wants to. He goes, he's just mad that like all this stuff went down, and he's been upset with UMG for a while, and this is just a way for him to get out of his contract, because I guess he has like 1 or 2 more albums like under UMG, and he doesn't want to do them with them anymore because. It's the part of it was this beef.
I mean, it's a conflict of interest.
Yes, exactly. So, and basically the guy was just like, Drake's doing this to basically...
He's posturing.
Well, he's just doing this to just to prolong, just to do legal fee stuff, because Drake's got money like that. And Universal, they've got money, but they'd rather not like go into like spend millions of dollars in like court over like something like this stupid. He's like, because he goes, it's cheaper for them to actually... let Drake go and like not get any of the maybe the profits that he would from probably 1 or 2 shitty albums that he'll probably make, than to like it'll probably cost them more to be, doing a year-long
to go
process.
through the process, yeah.
So that's basically the whole reason of what Drake's actually doing. Has nothing.
It's
to
weird
do with
that I feel like you're like kind of defending him a little bit.
Yeah, I try. Like, yeah, I mean, I am, but I keep seeing online people are just like, and I just wanted to like clear the air on that. Like, Drake knows what he's doing. He's not an idiot. He doesn't give two shits. He knows he lost. And God, did he take another L today? Did you see the tour that Kendrick released his tour today?
Yes, I saw that
with SZA.
Yes, I saw that. Their song Luther, fire.
So fire.
So many people are banging to that song right now.
Just Kendrick, he just doesn't stop, bro. His tour is stopping in Toronto. Drake's hometown.
The Six,
as they say. Yo, guess what day he's playing in Toronto?
6/6.
Father's Day.
No.
He's King Petty, bro. That is nasty work. Kendrick's not done. He's like, bro, you still got to go back on the Barbie. Dog, Father's Day is maniacal. It's Toronto.
And he's going to shut it down every concert with Not Like Us.
Oh my God. I mean, that just like he's 10 steps ahead, bro. He's 10 steps ahead.
It was, and this is one thing too that I think everyone needs to and should, I don't know, maybe the people who just like both, especially the Drake music, like don't think about this stuff, but like there was never really a path to victory.
No.
It was a losing proposition for Drake.
Yes.
He probably either due to false bravado or because he felt like he had to got into it. But there was no chance that you were like someone who like didn't come from that and isn't hard and isn't seen as that. Mm-hmm. A child actor when you have the other one, like the son of like a family that's basically just been in gangs where gangs started their entire lives and come from the cradle of like West Coast music. Like there wasn't going to be a situation where you could ever win.
No.
So like for me, this is all this like what you're saying there, like like maniacal, like you said. But I'm also just like, like you're piling it on, and you probably should because that's what anyone else would probably do. That's what he would do if he had won. But I'm also not like, okay, like Drake, you suck or you're weird. Like you are what you are. Mm-hmm. I like you for that type of shit. Mm-hmm. But there is no comparison when it comes to skill level and talent and ability. You know.
Well, yeah. I saw that today. I was just like, this guy's insane. This is hilarious. Drake's was probably just like, can I just get a week?
He's just gonna move to Houston and claim H-Town now.
That's what he's gonna have to do.
He did. He just moved there.
Oh, he did.
He bought like a big ass house. Yeah, pictures of him in fucking cowboy hats and shit.
God, don't even get me started. Don't get me started, bro. This guy is such a okay. Dude, I gotta show you. I ran into the funniest dude. So I was going down the rabbit hole and I found what Michael Jackson his food order when he's on planes, like his plane whatchamacallit, what's it called when you say I want like only green Skittles?
Oh, your rider.
His
your
plane
rider.
Dude.
So wait, do you have a year that this was the rider?
I got the picture.
Because there might be like...
There's a picture of it.
If you said this was Mike's rider in 1991, or if this is Mike's rider in like 2003, I feel like, or like early 80s, I feel like it would be a different rider.
September 1st, 2003.
Ooh, so this is weird towards the end, Michael.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm thinking like
this is
Botox
Chris
fillers,
Tucker, and you rock my world.
Botox fillers are on it, like a personal, a guy who's 40 but looks 5. He's on there.
Yeah.
A lady tie boy. All right, what's on it?
All right, date September 1st, 2003. Passenger profile. Passenger name Michael Jackson.
The King.
Food preferences. All these are what do you know as food?
Yeah.
Food preferences. Breakfast.
God.
KFC original chicken breasts, mashed potatoes, corn, biscuits, scrambled eggs with strawberry jelly, gravy, and spray butter. Also, salmon lox, low-fat wheat bagels, low-fat cream cheese, a fruit plate, and a whole fruit, especially oranges, grapes, apples, and bananas. Breakfast.
Okay, you started with the KFC, which I thought was weird. Also, respect, but not that weird.
Right.
So far.
Lunch. Oh. KFC original chicken breasts, mashed potatoes.
Hey, maybe there's a little bit of 70s Mike still in there.
Hey, for anyone that thinks that he wasn't
on the inside.
Hey, that was a disease.
Okay.
Gravy on the side, corn on the cob, biscuits with strawberry gel and spray butter. I like
really harping on the spray butter.
Guy's a sprayer, dude.
Okay.
Spray butter. If traveling for a number of consecutive days, we'll try other forms of chicken, but still would like the KFC. This is what it says in here. I'm reading it verbatim, my friend.
Okay.
Okay. Dinner. KFC original chicken breasts, mashed potatoes, gravy on the side, corn on the cob,
and some biscuits.
Biscuits, strawberry jelly, and
spray butter.
That's dinner.
So it sounds like that's just Mike's travel meal.
Mike's likes fried chicken.
But I'm picturing him getting on a plane every other day.
Yeah, I mean on tour
every
maybe.
Third day.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Not even just flying around the world.
Dessert. Rarely eats dessert, but will ask for a sundae 1 out of 10 times you fly with him.
That's what it says. It says that.
I'm reading it verbatim, my guy. This is verbatim.
Okay. Tito wrote this.
But we'll ask for a sundae, and it's spelled Sunday like the
day?
like the week. I was like, who wrote this?
Idiot. Tito.
Fucking Jermaine. We'll eat a sundae 1 out of 10 times you fly with him. Eats mostly gum and mints for dessert. Or we'll pick at a whole fruit.
Will pick at.
Yeah. Beverage preferences. White wine in a Diet Coke can.
What?
Hold on. Let me finish this sentence. White wine in a Diet Coke can on every flight. Every is bolded and fucking underlined.
Do you think this is where, Always Sunny in Philadelphia got the bit from?
I don't know. But like the wine in
or
the can?
were they is it like a whole separate universe colliding?
Do strong gestures.
Wow.
Dude, white wine in a Diet Coke can on every flight. 7-Up, Orange Crush, or Fruit Punch is also acceptable.
Still on the inside.
And then there's a little there's an asterisk, there's a little star, and it says will sometimes drink tequila, gin, or Crown Royale. Sometimes.
So you just got to keep that. You got to keep the liquor cabinet open. JIC for MJ.
Would have been funny if he's like in some Henny, just really hammer it. And then additional comments. Likes Big Red gum, and a lot of different gums and mints. Will eat cheese and crackers and fruit plates on every short flight. Very timid flyer, but will get out of his seat during takeoff and landing.
The one time you should 1,000% be sitting. The only time to sit.
The only time you really feel that's the safest time.
I'm picturing him in the front as they're climbing, and he's just absolutely moonwalking back down.
You have him like as they're like
Eating,
they're taking off and he's moonwalking
backwards,
with
and he's got a thigh in his head.
Yeah,
in his hand.
He goes, you guys have some mints?
Yeah.
Yeah. But we'll get out of his seat during takeoff and landing. This is my favorite part of the whole thing.
Oh, God.
Be prepared to clean a lot after he deplanes. What is he doing in there, dude? What is he doing up there?
Oh,
he's having a food fight? He's having a food fight?
I have like a small family in the Bahamas who owns like a small single prop plane. This is their one opportunity to like fly Mike from like the Bahamas to Miami, and they stock everything that you just mentioned because they don't know like what he's gonna want, what he does. They spend thousands of dollars on all that stuff, and he gets on the flight and he's just like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah, so the last thing is no chocolate, no peanut butter, no broccoli, or any strong scented foods.
Sorry, Indians.
How wild is that, bro? How wild is that? The wine in the Diet Coke can, I had heard of that before. Like,
really?
Yeah, that was the one thing I heard. Like, I heard he used to always do that because he didn't want to like be caught, drinking, or looking like he was like drinking all the time. Because I guess he was like a scared flyer, so he was like always getting fucked up. But the other stuff, I mean, the KFC for everybody, like it's just so funny going through it. And then even the one where there's like, if you're flying for like consecutive days, he'll throw some dark meat in there.
But a Sunday one every 10 times.
Yeah, Sunday one every 10 times.
Love that.
Be prepared to clean a lot after he deplanes.
Yo, what does that mean,
bro? Like, I mean, he's having a food fight. I'm assuming he's in there going, who threw the locks?
And then he's throwing the locks.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh, Mikey. One more thing though. We got our Spotify Wraps are coming out soon.
Ooh,
so
yeah.
Get ready. It's always a fun time this year. But I wanted to do a little PSA announcement, and I wanted you to check it out next time you're on Spotify because I've been checking it out, and I don't know if I like it yet, but it's fun to do. Spotify has a new feature now, a new AI feature. Have you seen it or checked it out?
The DJ?
No. If you go to Spotify, on the bottom right, there's a new button called Create.
Okay.
On the bottom right, do you see it? It's a plus sign.
Up here?
Go to like your home, like where like the bottom. You see it?
No.
Hand me your phone. Let's see what you got here. Oh, you don't. Oh, you got to update. All right, you have to update. It's down here though. It'll pop up down here. Mm-hmm. It's or maybe yours is up.
Click
there.
on the actual.
Oh no,
song.
yours is up there. Mine's down there for some reason.
Yeah.
So you hit that plus sign up in the top right corner, and then you hit. It's new. It's in beta. It's called AI playlist, and you just tell it like the other day I was just like, make me a playlist. If I was at a roller rink in the 80s in Atlanta. And then boom, and then the AI just like it formulates like all these songs for you.
I'm about to fuck this thing up.
It's fun, bro.
Is it good?
Yeah. It dude, it's like just shot out just like all these just like dope like 80s like funk and 70s funk songs. Like you just give it like or hey, you just say, hey, make me a playlist for mowing the lawn. Like, dude, dog, it's tight. AI's here. Check it out. Let me know what you think. It's fun.
It's actually funny you mentioned that. I was reading how all these like AI nerds and predictors and stuff like that were talking about. Have you heard of what singularity is? This is also something I learned this week.
I think I know what you mean, but
singularity is basically so. The question has always been asked of like AI of like when is AI going to reach the same consciousness level of humans, and then obviously surpass it. But then they were like, well, how the fuck do we actually know, like, when AI has caught up to human intelligence? And one of the ways that they do that is through the translation of languages, and how quickly humans can process language, and how much the AI has to catch up to that point to when, and they're saying like right now that I forget what they call it, moment zero or whatever that is. It's about 5 to 6 years away.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It's less than 5 it'll probably
They said
happen.
What I read was it was like 5 to 6, but definitely in the next decade.
Yeah.
AI will have caught up to human intelligence and surpassed human intelligence and essentially start dominating the way that we live.
Oh yeah, dude. I even like with that Spotify thing. I went down to Miami and I literally was like, hey, make a playlist for me driving down to Miami to go see King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard at 6 p.m. on a Thursday night. Like I told him exactly what the fuck I was doing, and it just like was like boom, here you go, and we jammed all the way down.
And it was fire.
It was fire. I was like, dude, I think I like this shit. Like, and to go into like kind of like what you were saying. That's what like AI will do. You'll just get in the car and it'll just be like, oh, Jordan's driving to work at 5:30. Here's your songs. Boom, here you go. Dude, check it out and let me know if you're as giddy as I am.
The second I get in the car,
yeah,
I'm doing this
because once you start using it more and more, you'll start your prompts will get better. Like or I just go like, what mood am I in? Or if I don't know my mood, I'll just tell it what I'm doing.
Which is great.
Or what I'll be like, hey, I just listened to like these songs, but I'm kind of looking for like more of like, this feel, like, this artist, what should play, give me, and you should create.
It's probably one of the most disciplined things about me in that the way I listen to music is typically expressed through whatever I'm feeling, and I do not mix playlists often because when I'm feeling a certain way, this is what I listen to.
Yeah.
So I will absolutely abuse this.
Check it out. Let me know, because I think it's cool as fuck. But I'm also like, I just love Spotify. I love music, and then like.
Have you been doing it and then learning a lot of new stuff and taking it? Or is it like a lot of stuff that you already know that it knows you know?
Most of it is a lot of stuff that I already know, but that's because I just know a bunch of shit, I think.
Oh, you're doing that thing.
Yeah, like, no, it's not.
Alex thinks he knows more than AI still.
But I also haven't gone into like other like any of like those type of genres. Like, hey, give me, new rap from the West Coast that isn't in the Billboard Top 100. Like I should probably hit that.
See, I'm like not even prepared to think like that.
But see, neither was I in the beginning.
Because that's awesome. Because that's exactly something I would say.
Right.
But I didn't even like.
But see, that's because my prompts are getting better now. Like with it now, because now like, before I would just be like, give me, I would say something stupid in it, and then they would give me all this stuff. Now I'm like, all right, let me give it a very super specific and like kind of difficult prompt, and then now we're getting into minutia. It's fun, dude. AI, Spotify AI.
Dope.
Yeah. So check it out. Like I said, it's anyone that has Spotify, hit the plus sign. It's
I'm gonna be beta testing this right when I get in the car.
and and if you don't know how to do the prompts, like that was one thing I was like Google. I was like, yo, how do I Google like? And then it's just like, yo, use these things or like use.
Did you have to type it in, or do you just say it out loud and it records you?
I think I said it out. Yeah, you say it out loud. Yeah, there's a microphone button. Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, dude, it's tight. It's really tight. I did like the best one was the one I was like, yo, 80s Atlanta roller rink.
What played?
Bro, it was like roller coaster. Okay. Bounce rock came on.
Okay.
Earth, Wind and Fire. It was just like roller rink jams.
Love that.
Yeah, it was tight. So check it out. Check out the Spotify AI.
Make me a playlist when I went to high school in 2004, and I loved Atlanta rap way too much.
Dog, say that right, dude. Do that. Like, say it. It'll be like, got you. It knows what it'll say back to you like what you said. Like, so you.
It just goes right into fucking them franchise boys, lean with it, rock with it,
bro. You're like, okay. Dog,
you might have just opened Pandora's box,
bro. I'm telling you, it's because if you really start getting good with your prompts, you can really start getting like tell like, hey, play big timers, mixed with like New Orleans, like that back in New Orleans rap. Like you can really get good with it.
Hey AI, make me a playlist where I'm riding shirtless in my truck listening to Tupac.
You're getting it.
Yes.
You're getting it. You're getting it.
Okay.
All right.
Let's get into this peacock. This is going to be very exciting for me because I think we all get to this point once in a while where like you haven't really found much good stuff recently. Your playlists are kind of getting a little stale, and like even with the DJ app that I
don't like the DJ app.
Well, like we're always in my wife's car and her phone will be on, and I'm like, oh, okay, here comes Jungle, and it's like always the same, songs where I'm like, you need to like diversify your bonds a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm not getting a wide enough breadth of like stuff here.
Yeah, the DJ one sucks. That one I never liked it. It was someone that even when it first came out, that one it doesn't.
I'm like my mind is racing. I don't even know what direction to go in.
So I've been having so much fun the last like week and a half, and I just haven't been able to share with anybody because there's a part of me that's like people probably think this is lame, but I think it's fucking the coolest shit.
It's exactly how I want to live my life, where I don't have to like get in the car and basically queue up a playlist. I want to be like, hey, yo, I'm on the way to a basketball game on Thursday night, and I need some DMX in my life.
Yeah.
Where you at?
Yeah, because and it's still in beta mode. So it's only gonna get better.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right, so a complete switch of gears here. This one is it's a wild one. It's an old one. It's a peacock though.
Hit me.
Mildred Bailey.
Okay.
Jazz singer.
Ooh, okay.
Born February 27th, 1907. Died December 12th, 1951.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Born Mildred Rinker on a farm in rural Toccoa, Washington. Her mother, Josephine, was part of and I practiced it today so many times, but it's a Native American tribe, the Coa de Alin. The Coa de Alin.
Let me see.
You probably won't be able to read it's COEUR space D' ALENE.
You already lost me.
Coa de Alin.
Definitely some French ass motherfuckers that can't. Okay,
but it's a Native American tribe up in Washington. Her mother was a part of. Her great grandfather was the song leader of the tribe.
Dope.
So yeah, and her and her father both play. Like her mom played the piano and her dad played the fiddle in the tribe. So they were like this musical family inside of this Native American tribe.
Okay.
So her mother dies of tuberculosis at the age of 36, super young.
As you do.
Yes. Especially on the reservation.
Yep.
Because they didn't help them out back then. This is early. She was born 1907. So when her mother dies, her father remarries to another woman in the tribe, and that woman, that stepmother, and they have a daughter. And then that stepmother basically goes back to the father and says, "Yo, it's either me or your old kids. Like you either coming with me and you kick them out, or I'm leaving and you stay with your kids."
Dick move.
Dad was like, "See you later, Mildred and the kids. Bye." So they left the reservation and went to go stay with their aunt and uncle in Seattle. So that was like a big whole thing. Obviously for her, like tragic in the beginning.
Fuck dad.
Yeah,
also.
Fuck dad. Piece of shit. But at the age of 17, she goes to work. She goes down to California. She gets a job at a radio station, and down there she also meets and she marries and then quickly divorces a guy named Ted Bailey. But she took his last name because she thought it sounded...
whitewash a little bit.
Exactly. She's
gotta whitewash that name a little.
Yeah, because she got the...
Because Mildred, fire white name. It doesn't maybe get any whiter.
Right. Yeah.
So we got to throw something white on the back end to really surprise you when you see me type thing.
Exactly. So
on paper though,
yeah,
fire.
And she was always like, singing. She was always around music and stuff. She was always doing that stuff. But it wasn't until she went to this jazz, this speakeasy she started working at this speakeasy, and that's where she really started singing and honing like her jazz craft. And there at that speakeasy, she met, and he wasn't anybody yet, but it was Bing Crosby came into the speakeasy, and he always loved going in there. And she was the one that encouraged him to like start singing and like get up there and start getting into it, because he was like, he didn't think he was good. And he was very shy, and he eventually moved to California full time. And with Mildred, at Mildred's behest, if you will, and was like, she was like, just you need to live here with me and start singing. So and Bing Crosby does, and Bing Crosby's career then takes off after that. And but Crosby, he always remembers Mildred, and he takes care of her by introducing her to then a really big record producer, and he has this like a big band, an orchestra band, the big bands. His name was Paul Whiteman. And he was like he was one of the bigger like bigwigs back then. And Paul Whiteman brought her into his band, and she was a singer in the band for a while. But then they cut 2 albums together, and one of them was Moanin' Low, and that one was in 1929. It had intermediate success, they said, but the next one in 1932, All of Me, that one was a big hit. That was a big one on the radio. But she eventually left Paul Whiteman and his record label and stuff because he wasn't paying. White Boy wasn't paying,
as they do.
White Boy wasn't paying the indigenous. And in 1938, she remarries this xylophonist and former band leader of Paul Whiteman's, one of his band. He was the band leader, and he left him too. And he was a xylophonist. His name was Red Norvo, and they became like 2 peas in a pod, and they became known as Mr. and Mrs. Swing. They just like took over like the whole swing era.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and she was a singer. Red Norvo like was the band leader. Kind of like an Ike Tina type situation.
Not as slappy.
Not as slappy. But she went on to record a bunch of like hits back then, and back in the 30s. Nothing like really into like the 40s too much. I think she kind of ended like all of her hits were like kind of done by like by 39. But she did. I don't know if you ever remember Brunswick Records. Brunswick Records is always the record label of all of
remember the Brunswick Lanes.
Ooh, yeah.
You like that?
Yeah, but she had some hits after that. Again, this is the 1930s. But she suffered from really bad diabetes, and she eventually had to retire to a farm that she owned in Poughkeepsie, New York, and she stayed on that farm until she died. And she pretty much went broke and had like tremendous hospital fees and stuff. And every single time anything like that happened, Bing Crosby always came through financially and hooked her up and paid for like all of her shit.
My guy.
Until the day she died.
My guy.
Yeah.
That's back to the mafia stuff. That's how you take care of your friends that show you and get you into the biz.
So let me give you a little Mildred Bailey
yeah,
now.
hit me.
Like I said, this is the peacock, and it's not gonna be up anyone's out, but she needs to be recognized, and that's what we do here. That's part of what we do here.
It's the cross that we bear.
It's called rocking the chair.
Well, we know what that means, right? That's the best start you could have.
Oh, rocking chair got me.
It's like a Billie Holiday.
By my side.
Yeah. Just like on like those old radios.
Fetch me that ginseng, for I tan your hide. Can't get from this cabin.
Oh, a simpler time.
A simpler time is right. Yep. So that's Mildred Bailey. Check her out. I mean, I'm gonna throw her on the peacock.
Hey, do what you do, little daddy.
We go all the way back here. We have a wide range.
That's probably one of the. Do we have an older?
I don't think. I think I did Robert Johnson, but I think he might have been.
Sonny Boy Williamson was kind of like that time too.
But that's the first like band and swing and like old like jazz singers.
Yeah.
That's like a jazz singer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Couple things before we get out of here. One is Deadpool.
Yes, we have to. Thank you for. Yeah, we remind everybody.
Yeah, we got to. You got a couple weeks to get those selections in.
I've got my mail, and it's a goodie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So everyone, it's just to go through the rules. One male, one female, or whatever, you know. Always feel like you have to. You always feel like you have to say something after that, right?
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah,
it's under 89 years or under.
Yes.
So no one 90 or above at the time of choice, and they can't have any current, like debilitating, chronic health conditions.
Right. Yeah. Within the last.
Like you can't pick someone that's like currently has cancer.
Right, or somebody that got diagnosed last year with
Yeah. They can't know about it yet.
Right.
So those are the options. Get your choices to us. If you win, you will receive from Alex and I 2 moderately priced concert tickets, of which you will submit the artist to us, and we will give you approval if we deem them worthy.
Yes, and I have talked to Mary. She is most definitely mulling it over, and I actually talked to Carly, the original winner, because her time is running out, and she actually said, whatever. What I'm not going to choose anything. Just take the funds that you were going to use for me, and then push them on to Mary, this year's winner. She said, I'm good.
Congratulations, Mary. That local reggae band that you want to see for $22
just got pushed up to the Sum 41 reunion.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. So get the Deadpools in. You guys got about a month.
And before we get out of here, I started to compile a list, and I am a big resolution guy.
Yes.
You are not.
I am. This is the first year where I did it. I did the beach thing.
You did it?
Yeah. I went to the beach over 50 times this year. I went to the beach last week.
So did
it was cold.
Yeah,
it was great. Yeah, this was the first year where I kept it up. So
what are you doing at the beach? What's a typical duration? How long are you there?
I would say my normal routine is I'll pack a little cooler. Okay. I'll pack a little cooler with some surf sides in it.
Okay.
And then just break the blanket out. Make sure I choose a favorable spot with some honeys around.
I'm at the beach by myself with a couple brews, and the vibes are high.
Create. And I'm basically just
you're in Fort Lauderdale Beach? Lauderdale by the
Sea.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm doing some tan stuff. I'm throwing on. I throw the sunscreen on there. I don't do it before. I do it there.
I think the people that sunscreen before you get to a place that requires sunscreen is very weird behavior.
It's weird. I never get it when they want to put it on the house. I'm like, why? You're not even at the place where you're going to get it in the car.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm also...
Are you putting your shirt on after? Like, what?
Yeah, I don't get that. That's part of the thing for me.
So I throw the sunscreen on, and I don't lay my towel out yet. I throw the sunscreen on, and immediately pop in the water. Immediately, and the first pop is just the wet the nip, like I'm not hanging out in there. I pop in, get the hair wet, then I come back, then I lay the towel out.
Classic Jay Lit the Kid move as well. Immediately once you get to the beach, you pop the tarp and you take a dip.
And then I'll probably be there for probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I bring a joint. I legalize it right there in front of all the families. I get looks.
I love that for you.
I told you the story about the guy that was down here for it was for some Dolphins game. I forget. I think it was when the Dolphins were playing Buffalo or something, whatever. And I was down there, and they were visiting from Buffalo, like these two New Yorkers. And the guy came over, and he was like, "Yo, can I please hit that?" And I was like, "Absolutely." I was like, and he was like, "Yeah, we're down here. Like, I've been looking for it." And I was just like, "Yeah, you can take it." And he's like, "Nah, man, it's good." I was like, "Nah, I'm leaving everywhere." And I just literally packed my shit. I was like, "That's yours." I just gave him the rest of the J, and he was fucking so stoked.
Love that.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than like free weed, but at an unexpected time.
Yeah. He was so stoked. He was like, "Bro, this is gonna get me through tomorrow." I was like,
"That's
great."
great.
All you. Yeah, and then yeah, about like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then go back home.
So
I stare off in the distance. I got my Bluetooth speaker playing, and I just like get my chi going.
Love that.
Yeah, just kind of recharge.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
That's great that you now. Is that like one of the first ones that you've said that you've seen it through?
Yes.
The year.
Yeah. Do you have yours? What did you remember? I don't remember yours.
One of mine was I wanted to average 20 miles a month, which I'm not going to get there, but it's probably going to end up being in the last like 10 years the year that I ran either the second or the third most. Not the most, but I'll break 200 miles for the year, but not I won't get to the 260 like I thought I wanted to.
Right.
The other one was start to learn Spanish, which I am doing now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently aprendiendo.
Okay.
So I'm working on that, and that's only going to get more and more.
Do you already have yours for next year?
Well,
I don't have mine yet.
I started just kind of like I'll give you one that I've been mulling on.
Okay.
And look, we're getting older, so some of these are just like life choices that you're going to kind of like assign as like a New Year's resolution, so you can like you're going in this direction already, asshole, but like you're gonna make it, like you're gonna do it this year, which is then gonna kind of like jumpstart it in the future.
Right.
I don't know if I'm prepared for this one.
Okay, maybe a little ambitious, you thinking?
I don't even know if I'm gonna like it.
Just rip the Band-Aid. Rip it.
Going completely standard black when I drink coffee.
That's a good one. I like that a lot.
Like cut my sugars out, cut the sweeteners out.
I like that a lot.
Like I just am gonna go Black Panther and just completely black coffee only.
If you don't do that, I might take that from you, because I agree with, because I want to do the same. I've been thinking about it for a while now. Just like because I barely even put like a lot of them in there anyway, and I'm just like, I could easily go. And I like the taste of coffee.
That's the thing for me is
I like the taste of
come
coffee.
from a point where I like blonde, I like lighter coffees, and I like some sweetness and more than milk really at all, cream. I love cream in there.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if I'm strong enough to do it.
That's a good one. All right, I gotta start thinking about a good one.
Because we're getting to the point where it's like, yo, if you're going to do some shit, like,
yeah,
you got to kind of like, I'm the type where I have to mentally prepare.
Yeah,
like, I ain't springing this on myself, December 30th.
Right.
So I'm like, the next one is, and it's not really, I am Robert Frost and I am at a fork in the road.
Okay.
And I don't know, and I've decided that in 2025, I'm either going to go one of two ways. And that is, a little bit more comfortable, things are going well. Am I going to make some more like, am I going to take some chances fashion-wise? Or father of two kids? Am I going completely the opposite direction? I can wear rags in a sleeping bag and nothing even matters anymore.
Yeah, I've got you on the ladder. Yeah, you're going.
The ladder?
Yeah.
Like I just won't care anymore at all?
You're gonna get some Air Maxes this year from somebody.
Scott got me them for the firstborn.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're gonna get some Filas.
Like some cargo shorts.
Yeah. Maybe something with
like
some Velcro.
Only buy
maybe a lot of Velcro in your future.
I'm only gonna all the clothing that I buy in 2025 is exclusively from Costco.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.